Welcome to the Golden Nuggets.
Hi business owners, Hanif here from the Golden Nuggets podcast. If you haven't heard already, we recently launched the Podium and it was well received. So the Podium is a community where you not only learn from us but also other business owners in the community. On top of that, you get to be featured for one episode on the podcast itself, to share about your business and promote the campaign that you are running. To be a part of the Podium, you simply need to sign up at tgnpodcast.com/thepodium. So this $250 startup price offer is only valid for the next 10 sign up. So see you on the Podium. Everyone, welcome back to another episode of the Golden Nuggets podcast. In today's episode, you have me, your host Hanafi, and next to me, I have Ame. And today's guest, Ame, you want to give them a rundown of the guest? She's actually was just interviewed and featured on Hakim's Instagram.
This Inspiring Tales.
Yes, This Inspiring Tales. Great.
Yeah. So today we have Nadiah from Hello Kind Macros.
Hello.
Yeah.
Hello.
Just now it's got hello there.
Yeah.
How are you, Nadiah?
I'm good, thank you.
And can you share with our listeners what exactly do you do and what is your business about?
So okay, wait, sorry. How do I introduce? Okay, I'm the founder of Hello Kind Macros, and I run a subscription business for healthy meals.
Okay.
Yeah.
And how long have you been doing this?
I just reached 1 year in the business. Yeah.
And before this, what were you doing?
I was doing fashion merchandising.
Fashion merchandising.
Fashion?
Yes.
Yeah, what kind of fashion?
So I did fashion design in LaSalle.
Okay.
Then I moved to merchandising in terms of career-wise forward. Then in the first job that I did was more production line.
Okay.
Then I moved to retail, like retail merchandising.
Okay.
It's more like a back-end business, not really front line. So it's about inventory and managing the stocks.
Okay. So like you do procurement and everything.
Yeah.
Okay, I see.
It's a little bit like buying,
Yeah.
like a buying job.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, but it's fashion related lah.
Yeah, it's fashion related.
Okay, and like, do you work in the big brands or?
First one was local department store.
Okay.
And then the second one was like an American footwear brand.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can you share with the listeners a bit about yourself, your background, how you grew up, and also what got you here?
Okay, so back when I was just graduated, I was among the youngest to get married among my friends.
Okay.
Okay, so
How young were you at that point of time?
21.
Okay, yeah, that's quite young.
Okay, so a lot of things I had to learn myself. I don't have anybody to like ask for advice because nobody can relate. Okay, and then so I started studying nutrition when I was pregnant.
Okay.
Okay, so I had to learn. Okay, I took quite a long time to get pregnant. It took me like because I was young, so I was thinking there's no problem with me, but why am I not getting conceived?
Okay.
So I changed my diet. Okay, so I slowly learned about nutrition by books, by like YouTube and all, and then I went into fitness. I started workout, and then I started swimming. So everything was like consistent change, and then I got pregnant.
Okay.
Yeah. So the thing about nutrition is that it really goes along with me. Okay. So when before I got pregnant, there was this set of nutrition that I followed, and then when I was pregnant, it was another set of nutrition that I followed. So it has stuck to me like for many years.
Okay.
Yeah. So many years. So within nutrition, I also learned like holistic ways to about our body and all. So these were all my manual to life lah, basically, because I didn't have friends who understand all this. because all my friends were back in school and they are just enjoying life, and I had to figure my way out. And yeah, so I learned about 6 years before getting to the business.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So at that point of time, what do you think is the main difference between before you started your health and fitness journey and after? What do you think is the core issue that you were facing that made you unable to conceive?
Stress.
Okay.
And also because back then I was really working like long hours, and I just didn't take care of my diet lah. So the change is really significant, I would say, because like the whole, like my skin change and everything. So that part was really important lah. Yeah.
Like your skin change. What do you mean by that?
Yeah. So when you change, so back then I had like breakouts and all. So the moment I changed my diet, everything, like my hormones all settled.
Okay.
Yeah. So I have a very strong, I have very strong belief that is direct link to what we eat. Yeah, because I've seen the changes myself, and I tried it and experimented a lot also. So yeah, that's how it brought me to where I am today.
And how long did it take from the time you started this health and fitness journey and to a point where you got when you conceived?
About a good 8 months.
8 months.
A solid 8 months of like weekly swimming and a lot of cardio and a lot of like workouts, and just making sure that everything that I eat was had healthy fats and everything to support my growing body, to support the so-called the future baby.
And were you at that point of time like big sized or? No,
I was a regular size.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So I had no health problems. I had no issue at all with weight. I have always been on the healthy side, but it was not taken care of last time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And the time when you first got the news that you were pregnant, how does it feel for you?
Okay, so the moment I got pregnant, I was like, okay, this is really my effort. Like everyone was like, okay, oh, it's God's timing, right? But I always tell everybody like, you really need to put in effort to get pregnant. And so when the moment I saw the positive line, I was like, oh, finally, everything I did worked out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Any reason why at that point of time, at that age, you already wanted a baby?
No, I just like my own life thing that I want to have baby. I want to grow old with grown ups, with grown kids. Like I don't want to spend like my old age with really young kids, because I know that the 20s are the best. Like you have the best energy, and you can tolerate all these hard motherhood. Yeah, so it was ideal for me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Like at that point of time, you were 21, and like within 8 months, you were able to conceive. You got pregnant.
No, within after 2 years of trying.
Oh, after 2 years of trying.
Yeah.
So by that time, you are 23.
Yes, around
Okay.
there.
This mentality, this mindset that you actually have to have kids from young, where does it come from?
Definitely my parents.
Okay.
Yeah, so they really, I would say it was quite I was quite pressured in that sense, because within the first year when I didn't get I wasn't pregnant, people start questioning.
Okay.
Right? Like people start questioning like why, what happened, what's wrong with you, and people will start telling you to do a lot of things, to put in the effort. But
can you share what are the things that they actually recommend?
pergi urut,
Okay.
take all these traditional ways lah. So
supplements and that kind of stuff, right?
It's really quite annoying.
So you tried all those also lah?
I did not.
Oh, you didn't?
Yeah, I was just like, because I don't believe in those.
Okay,
Yeah.
but you are looking at it from a holistic approach, right?
Yes, so because the way they put out to me at that point of time, I didn't understand.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, of course there are goodness in what they say, but I was like 21 and I just don't feel like it was necessary for me to go to that extent. Yeah. So I was like, okay, I will try my way before I try your way.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay, so from the get go, you want your way to work lah. In other words, right?
It has to work my way. I'm sorry, I'm like a type 8
What's that?
Enneagram. So
Okay.
everything has to work my way.
Okay, understand.
Yeah.
Okay. For our listeners who always have this mindset that you need to have your career first, you need to save up first to have a kid whatsoever. What's your thoughts on it, and what's your reply to them when they give you this kind of
Okay, so something that people don't know is that the business I have now, I have thought about it 5 years ago.
Okay.
Okay, but my kid was still too young for me to start a business because I was really having sleepless nights at that point of time. But the idea was already there.
Okay.
Yeah, but I never acted upon it, but I dreamt of it. So I just continued this learning, and I know that someday it will happen, but it wasn't at the early stage of my kids because I know that's not the ideal way. Yeah. So the moment so I really focus on my career. Like I just continued my my full-time job, and along the way I also did a few businesses like side income. So I did like one time I started my own brand, but it was like a modest wear, but it was just like a 8 months thing. It wasn't I didn't have any direction for that. So I just focused on my career, and then I opened a sportswear brand.
Okay.
Okay, so this it was an apparel brand, and this was before I got pregnant lah, actually.
Okay.
Okay. So
This was during that 2 years lah.
yes.
Okay.
So I opened I imported apparels from Brazil, their gym wear, to sell it to the expats here.
Okay.
Yeah, so it was going very well until I got heavily pregnant, and then I cannot take it anymore because the thing about clothing business is you need to handle stocks, you need to handle events, and I was a one-man show.
Okay.
Yeah, so I just sold off all my stocks. Yeah, and then I just continue with my job, my full-time job. And anyway, I love my job so much, so I didn't have any problem with that.
Did you make money with that business?
Yes,
Okay.
it was quite lucrative, to be honest.
Okay.
Yeah, because when I was importing, per piece is just about maybe $12, but I was selling like almost $100 because it's like really good quality pieces.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
I have a question though with regards to that. Because you mentioned your target audience were the expats.
Yeah.
How were you able to target the expats?
Okay, so before when I was in school, I was working in retail, and my boss was a Brazilian lah, actually.
I
So
see.
she had the contacts, so I just tap along. Yeah. So events like all those like expats events, like it's very small in their own community club. I was able to get access to it and just do a small pop-up, and my small pop-ups like is a good like 1 month type of gaji.
Oh.
Yeah.
From one
From that
small event.
Yeah.
1-2 day event lah.
Yeah. And you get like 1 month worth of salary.
It was that good lah.
Okay. So that means you did like a bit of manifestation.
No.
That's for this business, right? You were thinking about running this.
No, this one wasn't lah before.
But this one before.
Yeah, it was before.
Okay.
But it was also along the line of health, right? Because it's gym wear.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And what are the lessons that you learned at the point of time when you started that very first business?
That okay, so connection is really important. That's one, because that business was also run by word of mouth.
Okay.
I didn't even create any IG.
Oh wow.
And I was going to houses, landed
how many years
houses
ago?
with my luggages.
How many years ago was this?
It was 2015.
2015.
Oh no, sorry, 2017, 2018.
Wow. And
17.
you run a business without social media.
Yeah. And then I only created social media when I was already like waving the white flag, like I cannot take it anymore. I was so heavily pregnant. Then I started my social media, but at that point of time pun dah no more energy already.
Okay. You mentioned you go to the landed houses and bring luggages. What do you do there?
So these people they want to have like a collection, right? So every time there's a release, I would just drag my luggages, then go to their house and letak kat katil dorang, all the clothes. Actually, expats punya macam the way they buy, right, is very different from locals.
You know, this reminds me of a story when I was young. So you know how they sell carpets last time?
Yeah.
They go to your house and then they bring one after another.
Yeah.
It feels like that. Very personalized approach.
Yeah.
And I even went to Indonesia for a trade show to hold my brand there, and it was so good. Like the Indonesians will, when they go a visit to Singapore, they will just text me, "Can you send these pieces to my hotel?"
Okay.
And I just send her.
So when you go there, you already have your clients ready to buy already lah.
When I went to Indo,
Yeah.
no, it was another market I was trying to target.
Okay.
Yeah.
How do you know at that age that you should be going to trade shows to be promoting your brands?
No, I just saw this yoga event, like a fitness event. Then I see they were opening booths, and at that point of time also I had an Indonesian friend who helped me sort out the logistics part.
Okay.
Yeah, so because Indo is very tricky when you want to create events. Macam they won't layan you if you are not a local.
Yeah.
Right. So you need a local to contact
Yes.
the locals there. So my friend was helping me with that lah.
Okay.
They are the kind who will be like, kamu siapa sih?
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
So that's why I say connection is really important.
Okay, but then again, that friend of yours are helping at the back end.
Yeah.
How do you come up with, like, inside your head, like telling you like, hey, I must go for this trade show because
No, okay. So that's the only. No, I didn't like macam select or what. It just happened to macam appear. Like I think I don't know if it was email ke or social media. Then I'm just like, okay, let's give it a try.
Okay.
So
And at that point of time, gym wear in Indo was also like very limited.
okay.
Yeah, so I just came in right in time.
What was this brand name?
The original brand when I brought in with the tag, that means it's already a Brazilian brand. It's called Bro. BRO.
Okay.
BRO.
Yeah.
Okay.
And when I brought it in, I wanted to be like I wanted to hold different brands lah. So it's a different brand name. I don't want to release.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow, that's interesting. I mean, like, what you can actually get from her experience is whenever opportunity comes, you must just immediately grab.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because 22 years old at the
Yeah, I
point
was
of time.
22.
At 22 years old, I wouldn't have thought of all this.
Bro, we're in NS, bro.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the hard part was logistic in a way, macam how to sort your racks. You know, like macam mana nak rent the racks for the event, and also really need to make sure that you got the right contacts.
Do you have entrepreneurial parents?
No, I don't. My parents are really that kind, macam just work, get your CPF.
Okay.
You know, that kind of thing. But whatever I do, my parents have always been supportive lah.
I was about to ask that because usually when parents have that kind of mentality, they will tend to be against you being self-employed
Running a
or
business.
running a business?
Because I was doing both at that time.
Okay.
So dorang macam, okay, at least you got stable job and then you are doing this like side income, man. So okay lah.
Do they know how much you earn?
No. Because I was a spendthrift also last time. So when I earn, I will spend.
Okay.
Yeah. So I don't want to tell them lah.
I see. Okay. What is the main trigger that that pushes you to start your own business?
In terms of like the clothes,
No, like
just general.
yeah, just general.
Wow, I don't know. Again, can you repeat your question?
Like why does it suddenly come into your head that starting a business will be something interesting?
Yeah, like I mean, for example, there's like so many jobs that you can select from, and then just
and somehow you say you love
work.
your job, right?
Okay.
Like for me, I used to hate my job until now. I hate the jobs that I've been having.
I think because I'm a person, I need to challenge myself. So macam I find it fun and thrill,
okay.
right.
thrilling.
Oh my god. Okay, I just had this discussion with my wife. I was like telling her, you know, like sometimes like business owners will be like, oh yeah, kan senang kerja and that kind of stuff. Business owners themselves, they are toxic within their own community, right? And I was like telling my wife, oh, yesterday, and then I was telling her exactly the same thing that you just said. But business is fun, one. I don't know how much I'm gonna get at the end of the month. If I want more, I just work my
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah. It's fun when you have a stable job. I tell you, you can play around.
Yeah.
But once like you quit your job and you want to do it full time, shit gets.
Have you done that? Like right now, are you still working full time?
I quit my job, my full time job, when I was 4 months into the business.
Which business?
The food business.
Okay,
yes,
the HM.
Hello Macros. Yeah. Because the orders was overwhelming, and I didn't want, and I had a long wait list. I had like macam over hundreds of wait lists.
Okay.
And I was doing it alone.
Uh-huh.
Then I hired a cook. Okay. Then orders keep coming in, right? Then I see macam, oh, I really penat sih, like with my kids, and I was handling 2 kids myself. So I was like, okay, I cannot go through burnout. So I quit my job and then I settled the system properly. I hired more in, and then just nice starting of this year, my ex-boss called me back for a part-time job there. I said,
Okay.
yeah.
So that means right now you are working part-time with
Yes.
your old employer,
Yeah.
but still running the business full-time lah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like for me, I'm a workaholic. So whatever job that comes in, I will take lah.
I see.
Okay.
Okay, tak hidup dia mana.
Exactly. Like honestly, like if someone were to offer me a full-time job now, I would just take it.
Really?
Yeah, I would take it if it's a good offer.
What is a good offer to you right now with the income that you already have from?
No, okay, my good offer it's not really monetary, but in terms of the company.
Okay.
Yeah, so if it's a good brand that I like, I'm already targeting a few lah. Like it's something sportswear,
Okay.
sports brand.
I notice this about a lot of the Gen Zs. They like to go for culture. It doesn't necessarily mean money.
Is she a Gen Z? Are you a Gen Z?
No, I'm not a
but
Gen Z, but
she's not. But yeah,
but a lot of people say that I'm like a Gen Z. Yeah.
They go for culture instead. Culture, and you enjoy the job. I mean, and get paid for it. Yeah. I mean, they don't want to be going through whatever you are going through.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, correct. So once when it comes in, when the time is right, I'll just take. And then my business, because it's already quite systemized already.
Okay.
Manpower pun dah settle. Then like it's quite so-called automated lah. So now I just want to continue my career.
Okay. Maybe one last question before we end part 1.
Yes.
I wanted to ask you, because we usually address to the listeners who are on the brink of entrepreneurship. Like they are working, but they don't know when to shift, or they are just thinking about running a business. But you did both, right?
Yeah.
And then you jumped
Yeah.
the ship. So when is the right time? Do you wait until you have a substantial income coming in from your side hustle, or
Okay.
what are your thoughts
so
on this?
when you have like a service or a product, you can test water first, right? You test water first. Then when the responses are considered overwhelming for you, then you can predict your sales lah. Then you can analyze whether it's worth to take the risk or not. For me, I'm a calculated risk taker.
Okay.
And I need to see my numbers. If the numbers are not convincing, I'm not gonna do it. Yeah. So I think when you jump, you don't blindly jump lah. It depends on how much you got to lose also. Like if you are young, you got nothing to lose, then fine, you can jump blindly.
Okay.
But I have 2 kids, I have a house, so all these are taken into consideration.
Okay, interesting. I think it's a good segue because we can expand more about what she just shared and also about how she eventually converted from a full-time employee to a full-time business owner.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. And with that, we shall end part 1. See you guys in part 2. Bye-bye.